for yourself. Hello, my name is Adria Allen, and this is my persuasive speech titled Health Benefits of Going Vegetarian. Do you ever think about what you're putting into your body? Like, actually think about it. There's a common saying, you are what you eat, yet so many of us ignore it and put unhealthy food into our system every day. As a vegetarian who has done a lot of research on the impacts of diets on our health, I am here to tell you the health concerns related to eating meat, clear up some common misconceptions about vegetarianism, and how to get better health from your diet to hopefully persuade you to reduce your meat intake or cut it out completely. Americans are facing a lot of health problems that are influenced by their diets rich in meat. One problem a diet rich in meat faces is high cholesterol. Cholesterol is a waxy substance that can lead to an increase of plaque in the blood vessels. According to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, more than 102 million Americans have high cholesterol. High cholesterol is a major factor for heart disease, the leading cause of death for Americans. High cholesterol also puts people at risk for a stroke, which is the third leading cause of death in the United States. High cholesterol can be fixed by diet and lifestyle change. Unless it is extreme, then medication might be needed. So then I have compared the cholesterol levels between meat and non-meat substitutes. And the daily recommended dose is no more than 300 milligrams. So in the meat section, and everything is 100 grams, in the meat, 85% lean beef has 90 milligrams of cholesterol. Chicken has 88 milligrams of cholesterol, and pork has 68 milligrams of cholesterol. Then if you go over to the non-meat meat substitutes, tofu has 0 milligrams of cholesterol, tempeh has 0 milligrams of cholesterol, and seitan contains 0 milligrams of cholesterol also. So if you can see, the non-meat meat substitutes is a lot lower than the meat in cholesterol. Another health problem accompanied by a diet rich in meat is hypertension. Hypertension, also called high blood pressure, is a condition where the force of the blood against the artery walls is too high. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention reports 75 million Americans suffer from hypertension. One major factor that contributes to hypertension is sodium, which is high in a meat-based diet. Again, hypertension can lead to heart disease or stroke if left untreated or without a diet change. So again, I compared sodium with common meat versus non-meat meat substitutes. And the sodium is recommended that you have no more than 1,500 milligrams daily. So when you look at the meat options, in 100 grams, 85% lean beef has 72 milligrams of sodium, chicken has 82 milligrams of sodium, pork 62 milligrams of sodium. Then when we look at the non-meat meat substitutes, tofu has 7 milligrams of sodium, tempeh has 9 milligrams of sodium, and seitan has 29 milligrams of sodium. So again, the meat options are a lot higher in sodium. Another health problem meat eaters are more susceptible to is obesity. Obesity is a disorder involving excessive body fat that increases the risk of health problems. According to People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, meat eaters have 3 times the obesity rate of vegetarians. The main factor for obesity is a diet high in calories. Obesity leads to heart disease, stroke, diabetes, and more. The main treatment of obesity is to change your diet and get more exercise. So then I compared calories for meat and non-meat substitutes, and you're recommended to get 2,000 calories daily. So in the meat, again, 100 grams. In 85 lean beef, there's 250 calories. In chicken, there's 239 calories. Pork, 242 calories. If we look at the non-meat meat substitutes, tofu has 76 calories, tempeh 193 calories, and seitan 370 calories. And for the most part, the non-meat meat substitutes are lower in calories than the meat. Consuming meat has also been linked to cancer. According to the World Cancer Research Fund, both red meat and processed meat have been linked to increasingly colorectal cancer with strong evidence. Red meat has also been linked to nasopharyngeal cancer, lung cancer, and pancreas cancer, with limited evidence suggesting this. As you can see, eating meat makes you more susceptible to a lot of health problems. Now, let's talk about why some people are hesitant to switch to a vegetarian diet. People often think that it is inconvenient to be vegetarian, but the movement is growing rapidly and there are a lot of meatless options everywhere. Most restaurants have vegetarian sections of their menu. There are even restaurants that only serve meatless food, such as Modern Love and Proxima in Omaha. Fast food places are also jumping on the vegetarian movement, serving meatless burgers. Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers offer black bean burgers, and Burger King recently launched their Impossible Whopper, 100% meat-free. People also think they will miss out on their favorite food, but in stores you can buy meatless imitation. For example, they have meatless chicken nuggets, bacon, and hot dog along with burgers. I personally did a test on my sister and she couldn't tell the difference between a meat and meatless chicken nugget. These meatless options at the grocery store make it easy to have their favorite food while avoiding meat. Another misconception is that people think that being vegetarian is more expensive. According to a study by Journal of Hunger and Environmental Nutrition, vegetarians save on average $963.67 a year because of their diet. Being vegetarian could also potentially save you money by avoiding medical bills from meat-related diseases. Now that some misconceptions are cleared up, let's talk about some solutions. Going full vegetarian, cold turkey, is often hard for people, and they find it easier to work their way up to being full vegetarian. One common practice is to participate in Meatless Monday. This idea was started by a global nonprofit initiative called Meatless Monday. Their goal is to reduce meat consumption by 15% for our personal health and the health of the planet. If you are going to eat meat, try to stick to lean meat and fish, which have less fat and less calories. If you slowly cut back on your meat consumption, it should be an easy transition to vegetarian. As my speech comes to an end, I hope you have learned the benefits of changing your diet, from problems related to eating meat to giving more light on misconceptions and giving you ways to transition to a vegetarian. I hope you are persuaded to cut back on your meat consumption. In my experience, being vegetarian is easy to do if you have the dedication to improve your overall health. Remember, you are what you eat. Now show everybody, please.